Hey there, YouTube. Scott Stevens here. How you doing this evening? Welcome to another edition of WWE 2K22 Universe Mode. This tonight is episode number 108, and we have New Japan Pro Wrestling coming at you tonight. NJPW, live from the Tokyo Dome. And as usual, a star-studded card coming at you here tonight. As soon as I get everything squared away here, we will get right into the action. One thing that we know is Dolph Ziggler, who is the NJPW Global Heavyweight Champion, he does not have an opponent for Fall Brawl. And he may solve that problem here tonight. Maybe. He's going up against Abdullah the Butcher in tonight's main event. And if Abdullah can come away with a non-title victory, he will secure a spot at Fall Brawl for the Global Heavyweight Championship. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. He's got to get the win first. Hey, Derek, thanks for joining, man. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Hey, Godspeed, thanks for joining, man. Hope you're doing well this evening as well. Nothing real big from the sporting world to talk about today, in my opinion anyway. Lots of rumors that the Devils are going after Jacob Markstrom and Linus Ullmark. They're using that 10th overall pick as bait, which is good. You know, you're not going to draft a starting goaltender with the number 10 pick. You're not going to do it. Now, down the road, he could be a starting goaltender, absolutely, but not an immediate starter. You're not going to get that out of a number 10 pick, so I have absolutely no problems if they want to use that as trade bait. But bring in somebody experienced, and I don't know about Markstrom. I'm a little on the fence about Markstrom. He's 34. You know, he may only come in for like a year or two, you know, so I don't know. Ullmark is 30. So he has a little more upside to him. Not bad, Godspeed, not bad. Thank you for asking. All right, so we have NJPW action for you here tonight. Those are the current rivalries down below. We have Abdullah the Butcher and Blackjack Mulligan, Kevin Nash and Mr. T, and the Canadian Superstar in a feud with Cowboy Bob Orton. We'll take a look at the card for tonight. But I have to remind you that the card preview is brought to you by the WWE shop. Use the link in the description below to get to the WWE shop for all of your favorite World Wrestling Entertainment material, merchandise, apparel, gear, championship belts, hats, t-shirts, coffee cups, everything. Use the link in the description below. WWE shop has daily specials on their website, so make sure you jump on that. Use the link in that description below. Get to the WWE shop for all of your WWE apparel. Hey, Dave, welcome back, man. That's cool, that's cool. I'm glad you liked the show. Appreciate that. Glad to have you back. All right, so, with that being said, let's take a look at the card we have tonight for you. Live from the Tokyo Dome, we have the Barbarian taking on Ivan Putski. The Repo Man is here. He'll be taking on Nikolai Volkov, and the Repo Man's been on a tear lately here in Japan. The British Bulldog will square off against the Warlord. The Genius is here. Lanny Poffo. He'll square off against Brian Blair. Gorilla Monsoon takes on Kane. Canadian Superstar will take on Cowboy Bob Orton as that feud continues. Yokozuna, the World Heavyweight Champion. He'll take on Kevin Nash. It's a non-title match here tonight. And there's Dolph Ziggler. He is the Global Heavyweight Champion. He beat Abdullah the Butcher for the title. And Abdullah's getting a shot tonight. Not a title match tonight, though. He needs to beat Dolph in a non-title match. And if he can, he'll get a rematch at Fall Brawl. So that should be pretty interesting. So we'll see how that plays out. Oh, you did? Godspeed, I got you. That's cool. Was it as good as it was last year? All right, we'll start the show, and then we'll start the action. Let me remind you, my merchandise store is open. 2 more days in the special that's going on right now. 20% off of everything. Lots of stuff from my book covers on there, and lots of stuff from the Talon Twisters the fictional baseball team in my novel Twister Town. 39 days away from college football 25. 39 days away. We're in the 30s now. Can't wait. Can't wait for that, man. It's better, Godspeed. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Another sellout crowd here at the Tokyo Dome.
We welcome you here tonight, Michael Cole, alongside my broadcast colleagues, Byron Saxton and Corey Graves.
I can barely hear you, Michael. That's how loud this crowd is right now. The WWE Universe is alive tonight.
Then let's not keep
That's the NJPW Universe. Let me give you a quick reminder before we get into the action. One of the channel sponsors, our newest one, SeatGeek. Use the exclusive code ScottStevens10 and you get $10 off any of your $10 off your first purchase if it meets the $250 mark or more. So get your wrestling, baseball, hockey, football, basketball, soccer, wherever you're going. Use SeatGeek, the link in the description below to get to SeatGeek to get your tickets. And don't forget, currently Imagine Dragons, David Gilmour, and the Rolling Stones, they're all out on tour, and you can get tickets for all of those shows at SeatGeek. So use the link in the description below to get to their website to take advantage of that. All right. First match of the evening, we got the Barbarian taking on Ivan Putski. Ivan has not done very well here in Japan. Dave says the Barbarian's going to win with a diving headbutt off the top rope. He hopes. I'm going to go with the Barbarian as well. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the win. Ivan Putski has not done well here in Japan at all. Last week he lost to the Repo Man, which the Repo Man has been doing pretty well here in Japan. He is definitely climbing the rankings, but still it was an embarrassing loss for Ivan Putski. Godspeed says Putski is going to put an end to his woes here in New Japan and get the victory here tonight. So let's send it down to ringside. Get your introductions here at the Tokyo Dome. Barbarian is the slight favorite coming in.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 300 pounds, the Barbarian.
This is a competitor who isn't happy with a win unless they get a handshake from their opponent afterwards.
We watched two dark sides of the rings, dark side of the rings today. Who did we? Colby Colt or something, I can't remember his name, from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And the second one that we watched was Chris Adams. Almost caught up with season 5. Here comes Ivan.
And his opponent from Warsaw, Poland, weighing in
Chris Colt, that's it.
57 pounds,
Ivan Putski. That's right, it was Chris Colt, my apologies. I couldn't remember. Yeah.
He said he'll be making a statement in this match tonight and will deliver it emphatically.
That man had a lot of issues. So did Chris Adams. And listening to Kevin Von Erich talk about it, he said, I have a lot of good memories about Chris, but now that I think about it, there was actually more bad than good, even though he tries to, stay positive and remember the good.
You're looking at a well-traveled
Adams wasn't that nice of a guy either.
There's nothing you could throw at this competitor that could phase him in the slightest.
Yeah, so we're past the halfway point of season 5, so I'm almost caught up.
Boasting a new, more aggressive attitude. We'll have to see if that new approach will produce any dividend.
Yeah, he had a lot of gimmicks, Dave. Yep, he seemed to change gimmicks like every couple of months. Putski's going to go for the early win here. And from what we've seen this past week,
watch the precision with this.
Pins can happen early in the match, especially when the referee decides he wants the match over with. Bob Cook got screwed. Macho Man got screwed. We've had 3 controversial wins this week. Or controversial endings this week. Look at Putski deadlifting and power bombing the Barbarian. Putski showing off that physique. Looking more like the Putski that we know here tonight. Again, deadlifting him. Again, sit down power bomb.
Had that well scouted. Time now to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Which one, Derek? Chris Adams? Barbarian with the military slam goes for the win. It's only a 2 count.
I can't believe the ref didn't get 2 here.
Chris Adams was he was a nice guy and he was an asshole at the same time. But when he was an asshole, he was a major asshole. And he got killed being an asshole. One of those times where when he, according to the stories, I never met him, so I can't speak firsthand, but the stories are he was a really nice guy until he drank, and when he drank, he was a completely different person. And he was extremely violent. And he got that way with a friend of his who had helped him out and took him into his home, and he got that way with him one night, and he was drunk, and he attacked his friend, and his friend feared for his life and shot him, and Adams ended up dying. And he was cleared. He was the guy was cleared of the shooting. They said it was self-defense. Barbarian top rope, diving headbutt that Dave predicted, but he missed the mark. Putski takes advantage of it. A couple of backbreakers across the knee. Putski for the cover, but Barbarian had a shoelace, a bootlace under the rope apparently, and ref wouldn't count. Look at Putski with the cheap shot, punch to the throat, but he's got to do everything he can to turn around what's been going on, his fortunes here in Japan. Yeah, so that's basically the Chris Adams story, Derek. He was a very, very nice guy when he was sober, but when he drank, he was a different person, and it ended up costing him his life. Putski has Barbarian over to the corner. Snake Eyes on the top turnbuckle. This has been pretty good back and forth. Putski Irish whips the Barbarian hard into the corner. Putski's had a much better showing than he did last week against Repo Man. Couple of elbows to the side of the Barbarian's head. Look at that spine buster. Wow. Putski got him way up high. And the Barbarian got right up like it didn't bother him at all. And puts Putski in a backbreaker across his knee. I think the Barbarian no-sold that spine buster there. Putski may not appreciate that. Looking to finish him off. Ivan Putski. Double axe handle to the chest. Barbarian is down and he may be out. Putski has the leg hooked and he's got the win. Ivan Putski, the slight underdog coming in, turns things around here in New Japan, and he gets the 3 count on the Barbarian.
Here is your winner,
Ivan Putski. Look at the physique, and finally Ivan Putski is back on the winning side of things. Dave starts off 0-1. Dave's not been doing well in his in his picks lately. And Ivan Putski finally gets back on the winning side of things here in Japan. Putski hits the Polish hammer for the win. 2.5 stars is your official match rating. Ivan Putski gets the win over the Barbarian. Solid night of action coming at you from the Tokyo Dome here tonight with some fall brawl implications. No, not with Chris Adams, Derek. Although he did overdose a couple of times, but he didn't die from them. What actually killed him was his friend shooting him when he attacked his friend. It was self-defense. He was cleared, so I don't know. You got to believe what he says. I guess the police cleared him. So, all right. Next up, we got the Repo Man, and he is in action tonight against Nikolai Volkov. And Repo Man has been climbing the New Japan rankings rapidly. He's been on a hot streak lately, going up against Nikolai Volkov here this evening. Godspeed says Repo's going to get the win. I'm going to go with Repo Man as well. You don't go against the hot hand. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the win. Nikolai Volkov or the Repo Man. It's funny. The Repo Man had to come to Japan to find some success. He's found quite a bit of it, and if he keeps this up, it's only going to be a matter of time before he is in contention for one of those titles, either the World Heavyweight Championship or the Global Heavyweight Championship. Should be good. We'll see if he can keep the streak going here tonight against Nikolai Volkov. Let's send it down to ringside. Sellout crowd here at the Tokyo Dome. Dave sees Repo Man stealing the win.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan. Weighing in at 245 pounds.
The Repo Man. He is the heavy favorite coming into this one. Going up against Nikolai Volkov. Repo's not making any friends at ringside.
He's in perhaps the best physical condition of his life. He knows what it takes to reach the top here.
Although I don't know, it's kind of a mixed reaction. They're kind of half are booing him, half are cheering him. He's like, "Give me your keys, bitch." You can see Repo Man before the shows out in the parking lot of the Tokyo Dome checking VIN numbers.
And here he comes.
And his opponent from Moscow, Russia, weighing in at 300 pounds,
Nikolai Volkov.
Someone who isn't afraid to get their hands dirty and doesn't.
Yeah, he was, Dave. He was.
A me-first attitude is the best way to make it in this business.
I will admit
that's why when I was going through the, whenever I get the new wrestling game, I go through the community creations, and I go deep, man. I go thousands of pages deep, looking for, just the right guys. And man, when I saw Repo Man, I remembered him immediately and had to have him. He was one of those guys where, he was very memorable. It didn't last very long. It wasn't he didn't have a world championship program or anything like that, but it was memorable because, like you said, he was very good at it. And here today, he lives on in my universe in Japan, working his way up the rankings, squaring off against Nikolai Volkov here tonight, and he's the favorite. He's the heavy favorite. There's the bell, and we are underway.
He has certainly felt overlooked recently. Well, he has a chance to change that perception in this matchup. But don't overlook his opponent, a superstar.
I think I've seen his name in there, Dave. I can't remember if I have any of his stuff, but I'm sure if he's that good, I'm sure I have at least some of his stuff. Because I always look through I always set my sorting by most downloaded, so I get the best stuff first. But I'm not afraid to dig through. I'll dig through a couple thousand pages, man, and that's where you find the best guys sometimes. From our era, they don't get a lot of downloads from the 80s and 90s, so you got to really dig deep to find them. Derek says Nikolai Volkov's going to get the win. He's the only one going against the Repo Man. Repo goes for the cover. It's a 1 count.
Not yet.
That's cool. I'll have to, whenever I get the next wrestling game, probably in a couple of years. Repo Man with a backbreaker hard across his knee. And a splash on Nikolai Volkov. Big right hand to the jaw. Repo Man. He's well trained. People don't give up their cars without a fight. He's got a solid punch on him. Volkov with a body shot. He's got Repo up. Walks him over to the corner. Snake eyes on the top turnbuckle. There's a splash of his own. Nikolai Volkov holds it for the pin. Only a 1 count. Repo squeals out. Look at Nikolai. The cockiness. The fans don't even care. Stomps in the middle of the back. I think Repo Man is becoming a fan favorite here in Japan due to this run that he's been on lately. Nikolai stomping the breath right out of him. Big overhand right. Nikolai with a German suplex, and he's holding on. He's not done. Monster lariat. Repo Man head over heels. Nikolai's going to go for the pinfall. Referee takes a lap around the ring and then counts to 2. Repo kicks out. Nikolai Volkov, end of days. That could be the end of the run. He hooks the leg. Repo's in trouble. And that's all. Repo Man isn't driving away with a victory here tonight. Nikolai Volkov ends his winning streak with an end of days finishing move.
Your winner,
Volkov.
That was an impressive match.
The heavy underdog, Nikolai Volkov, puts an end to Repo Man's streak. Made him look like the jobber that he is, or has been anyway. And Nikolai Volkov gets the win. And the fans here in Tokyo are stunned. A stunned silence. Nikolai Volkov, 2 stars is your official match rating. Repo Man definitely did not bring his best into the ring with him tonight, and it cost him. His winning streak falls by the wayside. Dave's 0-2. I think I am too. Who was the first match? I don't remember if I won or... It was Ivan Putski. Yeah, I picked the Barbarian, so I'm 0-2 as well. All right, next up, we got the other half of the Powers of Pain here tonight. The Warlord is in action, taking on the British Bulldog. I'm going to go with the British Bulldog. I think he's highly underrated. The Warlord, though, he's no slouch, but I'm going to go with the British Bulldog. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the victory here tonight at New Japan Pro Wrestling. Dave says British Bulldog. We both picked the British Bulldog, so the Warlord's going to win. Smart bettors, pay attention to the patterns that are going on. Let's send it down to ringside and get your introductions. British Bulldog squaring off against the Warlord.
And here we go with the Hall of Famer, one of the all-time greats, the British Bulldog.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Manchester, England, weighing in at 260 pounds, the British Bulldog.
What'd you think of that Battle Royal last night, Dave?
One of the most powerful competitors to ever step foot in a WWE ring. The first ever European champion, who is also the longest reigning European champion.
And who could forget the British Bulldog winning the Intercontinental title.
Fans loving the Bulldog here in Tokyo.
Of SummerSlam 1992.
He is the favorite coming into this one.
Some might say perhaps the greatest competitor.
Godspeed says British Bulldog as well, so he becomes the heavy favorite coming in. Oh, you picked the Big Boss Man. Yeah, that would have been nice to see. That would have been a good one. He was like the first or second one eliminated, wasn't he? Yeah. Well, I picked Roddy, so I at least made it to the final 3. Or no, I made it to the finals.
His opponent from parts unknown, weighing in at 314 pounds, Warlord.
All these superstars come into this match incredibly hungry to prove their dominance.
Yeah, it was fairly early. There's the Warlord. He is a menacing looking man. 2 totally different personas here. You have the Warlord, who, look at him, trying to pick a fight with the fans at ringside. And then you have the happy-go-lucky British Bulldog. We're told Matilda is somewhere safe in the Tokyo Dome, but Davey never lets us know where exactly she is. He doesn't trust some of his fellow wrestlers. There's a few of them back there that might try and fry her up. So he has her in a safe location somewhere here in the Tokyo Dome. Matilda is safe. Daddy's out here in the ring squaring off against the Warlord. He is the favorite coming in. There's the bell. We are underway.
Superstar who has seen a lot in the ring.
With experience comes confidence. There's nothing you can throw at this competitor that could phase him in the slightest.
Nice knife edge chop there by the Bulldog. Big flapjack. Wow, he was about 8 feet in the air there. Bulldog with a boot to the face. Two of them, and he's going to go for the early cover. Only a 1 count. Davey Boy up on the second rope now. Diving headbutt that hit the mark. Right on the shoulder and neck area of the Warlord. Davey Boy's off to a pretty good start. Big knife edge chop. Tosses the Warlord off the ropes. Clothesline. He went down hard. Nicely done by the Bulldog. Big spinning right hand. Warlord's down again. British Bulldog off to a fantastic start. Another boot to the face. Times 2. He's working on that face. He thinks it has room for improvement. Bulldog goes for the leg, and look at Warlord. He blocked it. Nicely done, and he just tosses the Bulldog aside. And again, grabs him by the dreads, or the braids anyway, and tosses him across the ring. Davey gets an elbow up. That backs the big man off a little bit. Wrist lock. And he's got him up. Look at British Bulldog. That hurts. Telling the fans here in the Tokyo Dome, come on, stand up, get on your feet. Make some noise. And then he goes to try and kick him and he misses. Twice. Come on, Davey, you're looking kind of weak there. That one finally lands on the chest area. Davey's flexing after 2 of his 3 kicks missed. That one didn't miss. Warlord caught him right in the face. Nice reversal. Another kick to the face by the Warlord. Running power slam, but it was Davey Boy doing the running. And the Warlord caught him, turned it into a power slam, followed it with a splash. And now the British Bulldog is in trouble. Warlord hops up to the top rope. Davey Boy still down. Warlord telling him to get up. Diving shoulder tackle. And that might have knocked the wind right out of him. Warlord goes for the cover. Only a 1 count. Bulldog kicks out. Warlord deadlifts him. Flips him over. Inverted slam. Warlord really showing off that strength. Uh-oh. Another end of days. We just saw one a few minutes ago. Warlord now does one on the Bulldog. And that's it. The Warlord riding the end of days finishing move to a 3 count over the British Bulldog.
Here is your winner, Warlord.
An important victory for him in this match.
Have all the fun you want, but
Davey Boy came in. Yeah, no kidding, Dave. Davey Boy came in with a lot of bark, and he left with a whimper. That was indeed an upset, Godspeed. It was. British Bulldog was the heavy favorite coming in. The Warlord's like, fuck all of you. Yelling at the fans at ringside. 2 stars is your official match rating. We haven't seen a good match yet here tonight. The Warlord gets the win, so the Powers of Pain pull off the sweep here tonight. And Dave is 0-3. I'm 0-3. Oh, no, they didn't get a sweep. The Barbarian lost. That's right. Next up, we got Brian Blair taking on Lanny Poffo. 2 people, very close friends of mine. I'm torn. I don't know who to pick. I'm going to stay out of this one. You guys let me know who you think is going to get the win. The genius Lanny Poffo or beat Brian Blair. Should be a good match. 2 men evenly matched. I think Brian has a slight advantage. If I was going to make a pick, I'm going to go with Brian. I'm going to take Brian. Dave's going to go with Lanny. Godspeed got one right. He's happy. Yeah, I'm going to go with Brian. I think Brian has a slight advantage. No offense to Lanny. Godspeed's going to go with Lanny. Dave's going with Lanny, so I'm going with Brian on this one. He is the slight underdog coming into this one. I'll have to see if Brian wants to come on the stream sometime. I don't know if he's on YouTube or not. I don't think he is. We could set him up though.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 234 pounds, Brian
Blair. Brian Blair.
Play by the rules or treat every single opponent with respect, but they don't care.
Hey,
what's Brian playing, the heel?
Sounds like they think it's cool.
Agreed. It is cool.
What you just said was powerfully uncool.
Yeah, I'll have to check with Brian and see if he's on YouTube. See if he'd be interested in coming on. He's, I'm going to see him in a couple of weeks. He may not have any interest in doing it. Yeah, he kind of does, Dave, doesn't he? Yeah, I agree.
This is a guy who always seeks out the highest level of competition, and I think he'll get it tonight.
There's not a lot of Brian Blairs out there, and this was the best one that they had. But yeah, I don't disagree.
And here we go.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Whoever did it did a pretty cool job of that. There's Lanny.
and his opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 226 pounds, the Professor Larry Pedro.
The genius, Lanny Poffo.
And they are excited to finally get it.
One of Lanny's friends contacted me on Facebook about maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and thanked me for all the mentions that I keep giving him and just talking about him and keeping his memory alive. And we had a pretty good conversation. It was pretty cool. I'd never met the gentleman before, but I know he knew some stuff, so I know he was actually friends with Lanny. He knew some stuff that only his friends would know, and I knew. So that was very nice. That was very nice of him, because Lanny was a very, very good friend of mine, and his death is still, in my opinion, clouded with mystery, and I don't like that. At least, with Rocky, Rocky and I were very, very close, but at least we knew what happened. With Lanny, there's too much secrecy, and I know that's the way his family always did things, and Randy was the same way, and his dad was the same way, but
and out of the ring he goes.
There's more questions than answers, sadly. And Lanny tosses Brian out onto the floor. If you want to see some good poems, Lanny was a big fan of my books, and he would always do promos for me when I had a new book come out. Check out my website. It's here on my channel in the channel information, ssnovels.com, and on the main page down near the lower half of the main page, there's a bunch of videos and stuff, video promos, and there's a bunch that Lanny did as well on there. He always did a promo for me without ever being asked, which is the best part. I never had to ask him. He always just did them on his own and said, you can use it if you want. I just thought it was cool to do. And of course, obviously, I used every one because they were all good. You want to check those out there on my website. Lanny's trying to climb up to the top rope. Brian's trying to get back in the ring. They both missed each other. Knife edge chop there by Lanny. Brian ducked from the second one. Big left hand. Brian's got a punch. Brian was a tough dude back in the day.
Look at this, going right after
Brian didn't shy away from anybody. Yeah, Dave. Yeah. Lanny with the rake to the eyes and a boot to the midsection. Yeah, Hogan. Fucker. Nice jawbreaker there by Lanny. Hip toss by Poffo. Nicely done. And he's getting the better of Brian. Lanny would like, he would record a promo and then he would, you know, text it to me. He's going to go for a cover here. Wow, that was close. He got a 2 count on Bryan. He would text it to me and he goes, you don't have to use this if you don't want. I just thought it would be fun to do. You know, and I'm like, well, of course I'm going to use it. And he would do poems and different stuff, and never asked him not one time to do a promo for me. And he did a lot of cool ones for me. Lanny was an awesome dude. Bryan Blair, though, flailing away on him. Clotheslines his neck. And Lanny's in trouble. Bryan's going to go for the cover. Leg is hooked. Referee was way out of position. Didn't even get the count 1. Bryan can't believe it. What he can't believe is the referee was so far out of position. Bryan drops him down now, stepping through. What's he going to do? Oh, he's grabbing the arms. You know what's coming. Surfboard, face plant. Lanny's face hard into the canvas. Bryan's going to drag him around town. And look at, what is Bryan Blair going to do? He's got the sharpshooter locked in. Right in the middle of the ring. Lanny Poffo's in trouble. Look at the pain in his face. Referee's right there. Bryan's got it cinched in pretty good, and now sitting on the small of the back, and Lanny used that leg strength to get him off. Bryan had it on for a long time, though. Blair has him up. Lanny slips out the back door. Nice suplex. Lanny Poffo, he's hurting, though. He's up on the top rope. Blair's down. Lanny with the swan dive. Crushes Blair right across the chest. Poffo for the cover. No, he's going to get him. No, he doesn't. Bryan Blair kicks out at the count of 2. That was close. Lanny thought he had him for sure. I did too. Blair's still down. Lanny on the top rope once again. Another swan dive right onto the chest. I don't know how Bryan's breathing right now. Lanny has the leg hooked. And again, Bryan gets a shoulder up. This has been the best match so far here tonight. And look at Lanny imitating his brother. Choking Bryan Blair right in front of the referee. They don't enforce it anywhere in my universe. Doesn't matter where in the world you are, you can choke your opponent. Nice reversal there by Blair. Yeah, no kidding, Dave, right? Well, I got Blair, so one of us is going to win. One of us is going to get our first win of the night. Blair, once again, sharpshooter locked in, and this one may do it. Lanny again in the middle of the ring. He cannot get out. He's got to find a way out. He can't reach the ropes. Blair really cinching it down, pulling on that ankle.
Yeah, I think he knew he wasn't going to get the submission there.
He let it go. Blair, suplex, nicely done. And Blair's going to go for the cover. He is. What rope? He wasn't under the rope. Bryan just got screwed. Lanny wasn't near the rope. He's got the leg hooked. Small package suplex. Nicely done by Blair. How long have you been gone, Derek? What was the last thing you saw? Lanny choking Bryan out once again. Yeah, me too, Dave. Poffo up to the top rope. Leaping Lanny Poffo, the genius. Double axe handle to the top of the head of Bryan Blair. And Lanny's feeling pretty good about where he sits in this bout right now. Kick to the face on Blair. And Lanny goes for a knee. Blair got out of the way. That looked like Lanny got hurt there. Blair's got him by the hair. Suplexes him across the ring. This has been a fantastic back and forth match.
Aggressive work on that shoulder.
Bryan Blair working over Lanny. He's got the leg hooked again. Another small package suplex. That is a devastating move. And now he's taking 2 of them. No, Derek, just Randy. Lanny's not. Springboard. Slingshot, I'm sorry. Blair gets out to the concrete floor the hard way. Lanny Poffo, knife edge chop, boot to the midsection. Swinging neck breaker on the concrete. Absolutely by far the best match we've seen tonight. These guys going back and forth. Poffo slamming Blair's face into the ring post. And Bryan gets a knee up. Backs Lanny off momentarily. Ref's count is at 3. And Lanny slammed now into the barricade. Blair Tosses Lanny to the other side of the ring area. Count is now at 5.
Look at him totally vibing with the WWE Universe right now.
Lanny's down. He may be out. Blair helps him back to his feet. Big right hand chop to the face. Blair's getting back in. Yeah, no kidding, Dave. Blair gets back in and gets right back out. The count is reset. Oh! Double chicken wing suplex. Brian Blair on the concrete. Lanny comes down on his neck and the back of his head. He has got to be halfway unconscious. Brian Blair pounding away on Lanny's face. And that's it. Lanny can't take any more. He's down on the ground. Blair dropping a knee across the elbow. These two going toe to toe in front of this sellout crowd. Blair back in the ring at the count of 5. Lanny's not moving. Brian stays put. He might get a count out, but he doesn't want to win that way, and he steps right back outside. Oh, you only saw the first match, Derek? Okay. We'll give you an update in a minute here. This is, I think, the 4th match. Nice reversal by Lanny. You didn't really miss anything. The other 2 matches weren't good. This has been by far the best one of the show here tonight. I'm surprised neither one is bleeding so far. Takedown by Blair once again. No mats here in Tokyo. They're out on the concrete. And Blair tosses Lanny Poffo across the ring area and hops back inside the squared circle. Lanny's back up. He's just looking for his second win. Blair gets right back out there. Lanny was waiting for him. Tosses him into those steel stairs. Lanny Poffo keeping the memory of his brother alive. Boot to the midsection. Nice reversal by Blair. Knife edge chop. ×2, ×3. Belly to belly suplex on the concrete by Brian Blair. And he slams Lanny into the corner of those steel stairs. Not only are those things hard, but they're very sharp on those points on the corners. Count is at 7. Lanny's not moving outside the ring. Blair's still inside the count of 8. If he holds, he won't though. He could have got a count out there. He's going back out to reset the count. They're locking horns again. Another devastating suplex by Blair on the concrete. Lanny Poffo. Both men have been brutalized this match. Poffo tossed to the other side of the ring area. Blair gets back in at the count of 4. If he just stands there, he'll get a count out, but he doesn't want to win that way, obviously, because he's right back out. Lanny's down on the ground. He's not moving. Blair with a solid right hand right to the middle of the face. Lanny may be out on his feet. And look at Blair. Leg sweep into the barricade. Fans loving Brian Blair here in Tokyo.
Back into the ring.
He's back into the ring one more time at the count of 4. Telling Lanny to join him. But I don't think Lanny knows his name right now. Brian's back out on the floor once again. Lanny was playing possum. Big knee lift from the professor. The genius, I'm sorry. Yeah, indeed, Derek, indeed. Poffo sends Brian back into the ring. Follows suit. Looks like Lanny's got his second win now. Hip drop on the shoulder. Yeah, I know, Dave, I agree. Lanny with the cover. It's a 2.5 count. That was close. I'm going with the thought that he doesn't want to win that way, Dave. Lanny Poffo, big vertical suplex. Brian wants a clean victory. He doesn't want to win by count out. That's what I'm going with. Lanny's up on the top rope. Another swan dive across the chest. Third time he's hit Blair with that one. That may be all. He's got the leg hooked, and he gets the win. The genius Lanny Poffo with a hard-fought, very impressive win over B. Brian Blair. That was a fantastic match.
Here is your winner,
The genius Lanny Poffo. Dave, I win.
A tremendous win in this match.
That was, Godspeed, that was. Best match of the evening so far. Fans are on their feet here at the Tokyo Dome. 4 stars is your official match rating. Dave improves to 1 and 3 on the night. Lanny Poffo, the genius, with a very impressive win over Brian Blair. So that makes me 0-4, I think. Let's see if I can run the tables backwards. All right, that brings us to the intermission portion of the evening here at the Tokyo Dome. Let's take a look at what went down so far here tonight. Ivan Putski with an upset over the Barbarian to start things off. Nikolai Volkov pulled off an upset, ending the Repo Man's winning streak in pretty convincing fashion. The Warlord, pretty good match against the British Bulldog, wasn't too bad. Warlord gets the victory, but definitely by far the best match of the evening so far, the genius Lanny Poffo with a very impressive win over Brian Blair. Coming up in the second half of tonight's action, we got Kane squaring off against Gorilla Monsoon. Cowboy Bob Orton squares off against the Canadian Superstar. World champion Yokozuna's in the house, non-title match against Kevin Nash. Of course, Yokozuna will be taking on Hayabusa for the title at Fall Brawl. And the main event of the evening, the global heavyweight champion, Dolph Ziggler, won the title from Abdullah the Butcher. Butcher has a non-title match here tonight, trying to secure a spot at Fall Brawl, where the title will be on the line. The second half of tonight's action is brought to you by Fanatics. Use the link in the description below to get to Fanatics.com for all of your favorite college football apparel, gear, merchandise, hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee cups, memorabilia, everything college football related you can find on Fanatics.com. Officially licensed everything. Fanatics has daily specials on their website every single day. So make sure you use the link in the description below to get to Fanatics.com for all of your favorite college football apparel. Yeah, he kind of does, Dave. I can't disagree with that. Gorilla Monsoon taking on Kane to start the second half of tonight's action. Godspeed says Kane. Dave says Kane. I'm going to have to go with Kane as well. Dave said Gorilla Monsoon looks like a lawn gnome. He kind of does. He kind of does. Here's the heavy underdog coming into this one. Let me know who you guys think is going to get the victory here in this one. Gorilla Monsoon taking on Kane. Kane has he's got a size advantage, but Gorilla Monsoon's a pretty big dude too. Don't count him out. But he is the heavy underdog though. We'll send it down to ringside and get your introductions here at a sold-out Tokyo Dome.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Rochester, New York, weighing in at 399 pounds, Gorilla
Monsoon.
This superstar always says there's nothing more important in the world than loyalty.
Well, someone should tell him that this is WWE. Loyalty is the least valuable currency around here.
The thing about Gorilla Monsoon that always strikes me is so many people don't even realize that he had a very successful wrestling in-ring career before he got behind the mic. And he was one of the best all time as far as wrestling play-by-play goes. But a lot of people don't even know that he had a very successful wrestling career in the 60s and 70s. It's getting close, Derek. Almost. We have 2 more matches to decide. That'll be tomorrow. I meant to say that earlier. Thank you for reminding me. Tomorrow night's live stream is AWA action. 6:30 bell time, AWA action. We will determine the 2 AWA title matches tomorrow. That will take place at Showdown at Shea. Those are the final 2 matches to be determined.
From parts unknown, weighing in at 323 pounds, Kane!
One of the most dominant.
Tomorrow night we will decide what the 2 AWA title matches will be at Showdown at Shea. Those are the final 2 matches to be decided.
And more
That will be determined tomorrow night. Derek's going with Kane, so he's the heavy favorite coming into this one. He was, Dave. He was very agile. He was. I like watching his matches from back in the day. He was much stronger than a lot of people gave him credit for. And he was a pretty good size. He was Gorilla's a big dude.
He's been through ups and downs, but has never given up the fight.
Kane, right away, going for the top rope. Diving elbow across the chest. Yes, he was, Dave. Yep, he was indeed. Kane choking Gorilla Monsoon out. Gonna go for the win. Yeah, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be 12 matches. Showdown at Shea is gonna be 12 matches long. 7 title matches. Gonna be a good one. Godspeed said, get your beer and popcorn. Showdown at Shea is gonna be long. Same start time though. I debated starting a little bit early, but I'm gonna keep it at 6:30. Gorilla Monsoon has Kane up. Fall away slam. So there will be no start time change. We'll just go along that night. Gorilla with the haymaker misses the mark. Kane was stunned though, so it didn't really affect anything. Gorilla's got him high above his head, looking for a vertical suplex.
His decades-long trail of broken bodies is a direct result.
It's funny you asked that, Derek. No. Well, yes and no. Gorilla's going to go for a cover. No, it's funny. The internet went out again last night at 10:30 and was out until 1 o'clock this afternoon. So, yeah, this company is just absolute 100% shit. And they're called Blue Stream Fiber. If you ever have the opportunity to get them, don't. They're fucking terrible. But like I said, we didn't really have a choice. But, so I have Spectrum all set. The modem came today. I have to call tonight. As soon as I get done with the stream here, I'm going to call them and set up my appointment for Friday morning. And they'll come out Friday morning, run new lines, and get me Spectrum internet again. And everything will be all set at that point. But yeah, again, all day, all night last night, all day today with no internet. 2 days in a row. Yeah, he was, Derek. He was, yep. Uh-oh, Kane's got Gorilla by the throat. Choke slam to hell. Kane's going to go for the cover, and he secures the win. Gorilla Monsoon, not his best performance, but I think I finally won one tonight.
Here is your winner, Kane!
Kane with a demolition of Gorilla Monsoon. Not Gorilla's best performance by far. Not unexpected that Kane got the victory. He was the heavy favorite coming in, but you kind of expected a little more in terms of resistance from Mr. Monsoon. Yeah, no kidding, Dave. 2 stars is your official match rating for that one. Kane gets the win over Gorilla Monsoon. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Dave. Yep, that is true. That is true. All right, coming up next, we got a feud that's been going on for several weeks here in Japan. It is the Canadian superstar taking on Cowboy Bob Orton. Ace. It's been wearing that cast since 1984. Will not let any doctors near him. Won't let anybody see it. Still claiming he's got a broken forearm. I'm gonna go with Ace on this one. Cowboy Bob Orton is gonna be my pick. Let me know who you think is gonna get the victory. Godspeed says the Canadian superstar. Godspeed created this guy to be part of the tag team that I made with the American superstar. So Godspeed's picking the Canadian superstar to get the victory. Not a surprise there. Dave says Cowboy Bob Orton's gonna get the win. He does, Godspeed, really? That's funny. So Cowboy Bob has the slight advantage coming into this one. Oh, they're doing good, Godspeed. They're doing good. Thank you for asking. Her mom was all full of pep this morning. She was in very good spirits this morning.
The following making his way to the ring from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 257 pounds, Ace Cowboy Bob Orton.
Social media has been buzzing since this match.
Bonnie had a good day today, too. Oh, we actually both just signed up today for, we both got accepted into this show. It's rare that Bonnie and I both do shows at the same show, because rarely, you know, books and art don't really go together. But we just we got accepted into a show right here, not too far from home. August 3rd. They're doing the Canadian Superstar. They're doing an inside show at the mall down the road here. It's supposed to be a pretty cool event, and we both got accepted in, so that's going to be August 3rd, so I'll do some promos and stuff for that in the coming weeks. And we have that June 22nd, the Pins for Pups, the bowling fundraiser that we're going to go do over in Tampa. I donated 5 books to the raffles. Bonnie donated a piece of art for the raffles as well. That's going to be a fun day. June 28th is the next Legends luncheon, so we got some busy times coming up. We got the art show on July 20th down in St. Pete. So we got some stuff coming up. But it was cool that we both got invited to that show down here, because it's right down the road from the house. It's indoors, and it'll be pretty cool. I did a show there at the mall a couple of years ago, and I did really good. The turnout was fantastic there. I was really, really surprised. I didn't think anybody was coming. I didn't think anybody was going to go there to that, but it was really good. So that one's going to be August 3rd. I think it's 11 to 4, I think, or something like that. I'll do some promos and throw them up on Facebook. But the next thing that we're doing is that June 22nd, Pups for Pins. Pins for Pups. All the money goes to the Golden Ears dog shelter charity. Derek, I would have to say, I believe it's in, I would say the early 80s. That's a guess. I don't know for certain. I'm going to consider that an educated guess. I'm going to say early 80s. Look at the Canadian Superstar. A nice suplex there on Bob Orton. He's bringing him in. He's got that leg hooked. He loves that move, but Cowboy Bob Orton's done his homework. And he steps through. Derek says Canadian Superstar is going to get the win. He put his career against Ken Patera's title. Oh, that's right, Dave. That's right. Wow, I forgot all about that. Yep. Well, that was right. I said early 80s. I forgot about that, though, yeah. It's Ken Patera. Orton stepping through. He's got a sharpshooter locked in on the Canadian Superstar. Superstar can't reach the ropes. He's got to figure out a way. Orton's got it cinched in fairly well. He could go deeper. He did. But then the Canadian Superstar used the momentum and the strength in his legs to get him off. Double underhook suplex now by the Superstar. Canadian goes for the cover and does not even get a 1 count. Cowboy Bob Orton not ready yet. Superstar tossing him by his head. Hey there, Floyd, welcome. Knee lift by the Superstar. Hope you're doing well tonight, Floyd. Thank you for joining. He's got that submission hold locked in, the Canadian Superstar. He might be trying to pull that cast off as well at the same time. Orton somersaults his way out and trying to put that cast back on. Indeed, it looks like the Superstar was trying to get it off him. Belly-to-belly suplex there by Ace. Stomping on the shoulder now and clearly choking the Canadian Superstar out while the referee looks on and does nothing. Not bad, Floyd. Not bad at all. Thank you for asking.
Here he goes for
Hope you had a good day today. Cowboy Bob goes for the cover. It's a 2 count. Superstar kicks out once again. Orton looking for that suplex. Nicely done. Pounding away on the face of the Canadian Superstar. Cowboy Bob Orton lining him up. Went for the measured knee drop. And the Superstar rolled out of the way. Brings him in. Nice snap suplex by the Superstar. Going for the cover. 1 count. Oh, that sucks, Floyd. Wow. Oh, the Legends Lunch isn't open to the public, Derek. You can't buy tickets for it. It's in Tampa, but it's an invite only thing. It's not open to the public. It's not a fan fest or anything. 2 count. Canadian kicks out.
So much energy to muster.
Yeah, it's in Tampa, but it's not open to the public. Big DDT. It's not a fan fest or a Comic-Con or anything like that. It's just a gathering of the guys. Nice suplex by the Superstar. You have to be invited to be able to get in. Nice reversal by the Superstar. Second best match we've had here tonight. And I got to admit, I wasn't expecting it to be this one. Superstar top rope. Elbow across the small of the back. Cowboy Bob Orton is down. Look at Superstar working on that arm, trying to get that cast off again. He said, you want to wear a cast? I'll give you a reason to. Superstar looking to line him up. He's up and over. Grabs the ankles. He's got him. And he got the win. Canadian Superstar with a 3 count on Cowboy Bob Orton. What a good win. Impressive. The Canadian Superstar with a good, solid win over Cowboy Bob Orton. Indeed, Dave, that is definitely a solid match. Good match indeed, Godspeed. Fantastic. He was the underdog coming in. Godspeed, I think, is the only one that picked him. 3.5 stars is your official match rating. The Canadian Superstar sends Cowboy Bob Orton and his cast packing. Good, impressive win by the Superstar. That was good. All right. Yeah, we don't know who's going to be at the Legends Lunch yet. They haven't announced. They always honor somebody. They haven't announced the honorees yet. They should be doing it pretty soon, though. All right, next up we got the New Japan World Champion Yokozuna in the house. He's got the voice Justin Michaels in his corner. That means trouble for any opponent. Tonight's opponent is Kevin Nash. The title is not on the line. It is a non-title match. Yokozuna gearing up for Fall Brawl, where he'll be defending against Hayabusa. Non-title match here tonight, but if Kevin Nash can get a win, all of a sudden he'll stick his name right into that title match. Floyd says Yokozuna's going to get the win. Godspeed says Kevin Nash. Dave says Yokozuna. I'm going to go with Yokozuna as well. So he's the slight favorite coming in. Let's send it down to ringside and get your introductions. Sold out crowd here at the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, this can't be good. What are you talking about? This is awesome. Yeah, for who?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan. Weighing in at 328 pounds, Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash, a man who dominated both WWE and WCW during the 90s.
Now he's trying to dominate New Japan. Yokozuna is defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Hayabusa at Fall Brawl, but if Kevin Nash can get a non-title win here tonight, he'll stick his name in that title match. and it will become a 3-man match.
He's held just about
It'll be some kind of triple threat match. So he has a purpose. Yokozuna has a purpose too, and that's to get a win and keep it to one opponent instead of two.
Big Sexy hasn't accomplished.
Fall Brawl about 2 weeks away.
When you're NWO, you're
Of course, Monday night, 6:30 bell time is Showdown at Shea. We got 12 exciting matches for you, 7 title matches, and the final 2 matches of that card will be determined tomorrow night on AWA's Championship Wrestling. Bell time 6:30. Here comes the world champ. He's the hometown boy, but they don't care for him much here in the Tokyo Dome.
And his opponent from the land of the rising sun, weighing in at 558 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Yokozuna.
Did he leave Justin in the locker room? I don't see him back there.
So scary is his ability to use his massive frame or surprising agility to earn the win in any situation.
Well, that ability, Corey, has earned Yokozuna victories over all-time greats like Bret the Hitman Hart, the immortal Hulk Hogan, and The Undertaker.
That's good, Dave. Yeah, Justin's nowhere to be found. Don't know where he is. He was scheduled to be here. He is definitely an advantage in Yokozuna's corner. But apparently Justin had better things to do. Godspeed, are you gonna? Well, I don't know what systems you guys have, but is there anybody out there that has the PS5 and is going to get the college football?
Well, unfortunately for his opponent, all of Yokozuna's weight.
Because I'm gonna do some streams where I'm gonna play some games too. I'm not gonna do all Dynasty. Well, I'm gonna do the Miami Hurricanes Dynasty, obviously, like I've spoke about, but some of the streams I'm gonna play some of you guys too, because those are always fun to do.
Guys, many have said it before, and I agree with them. Yokozuna is one of the most.
It's funny, Dave. I don't know if Justin's a dog person or not, so that may be a plausible story. Godspeed has Xbox. Floyd has PS4. So Floyd, you can't even get the college football because it's not coming out on the PS4.
Who would stand in his way? Too bad for him. He's got to deal with Big Kev.
That's too bad.
Big men in the history of WWE.
Yokozuna's got Nash upside down in the corner.
And is still competing at an extreme.
And all the weight on the throat there of Nash. Yeah, I'll do some streams where I'll play some of you guys. You know, every single stream won't be Dynasty. Most of them will be. You know, that's going to be a lot of the focus, but I'm going to do some other stuff on there too. And I love playing other people. I'm picky about who I play with. I try not to play against people who I don't know because people get cocky and they cheat. And oh my God, a super fly off the top rope! Yokozuna just smashed Kevin Nash and got a 2 count. I don't know how Kevin Nash is still breathing after that. But I like to play other people, but you know, I try and keep it to people that I know who have some kind of gamesmanship. Because there's Justin. Maybe he was in the bathroom. But you know, I try and stick with people who play with some kind of sportsmanship because there's just too much bullshit online in the online games and stuff. So. But I'll be playing against some people from time to time, so if you have a PS5 and you're going to get the college football, let me know. So we can arrange something. Kevin Nash taking Yokozuna, slamming his back of his head into the canvas. Yoko went for the clothesline. Kevin Nash stopped it. Oh, a super kick and a boot to the face by Kevin Nash. Yokozuna's in trouble. Nash, he's going to get him up, is he? He does. He can't hold him up there long, but it was good enough for a jackknife powerbomb. Kevin Nash going for the win, and he couldn't get him. Couldn't hold him. That's a big thigh to try and hold into place. And Yokozuna kicked out. But those were two devastating moves by Kevin Nash. And the champion is in some kind of trouble here. Nash with the Andre patented elbow right to the chest. And Yokozuna's in a lot of trouble. Diving elbow off the top rope. Kevin Nash dishing out the punishment. Cranium crusher. 3 times into the canvas, Yokozuna's head. Nash with a monster knee lift, and he is really taking it to the champion. Elbow drop right to the chest. Yokozuna's in a bad way. Nash with the arm breaker. Another elbow to the chest. Yeah, no kidding, Dave. Nice reversal by the champion. He's got Nash, drops his throat across the top rope. Yoko up the rope, leg drop missed. Uh-oh, I heard a chair. I think Justin threw a chair into the ring. The referee saw it and tossed it out to the floor. DDT by Yokozuna. Justin must have been in the bathroom, because he's out there causing havoc now. No, there's the chair right there. Justin threw it in the ring. Yoko's going to go for the win. Not even a 1 count. Referee got his feet tangled up in that chair. Yoko Irish whips Nash hard into the corner. What's he going to do with him? Big headbutt to the face. And Kevin Nash has been busted open right on the bridge of his nose. Uh-oh. Yokozuna looking. Bonsai drop off the second rope. He holds the position. The referee stopped counting. The referee stopped counting long before Nash kicked out. The fix is in. I think the fix is in, because that should have been a 3 count. Yoko got screwed there. The ref stopped counting long before Nash kicked out. Way long. Nash went for the big boot. Yoko got out of the way, chopped to the throat. Zuna's got him up, brings him over to the corner and drops him across the top turnbuckle, opening up that gash a little more on the bridge of his nose. Big elbow right onto the chest. And now Yokozuna choking out Kevin Nash, a little bit of his own medicine. Yoko's a little confused on what he wants to do next. He's going to hop up to the top turnbuckle. Look at the agility, and he changed his mind. And he walked right into a chop to the throat from Nash, followed by a big headbutt, and the champion is down. Another boot to the face. Yoko's down. He may be out. Nash with the cover. And it's a 2 count. Yokozuna kicked out just in the nick of time. Nash can't believe it. Blood pouring down his nose. He's trying to finish him off. Kevin Nash brings him in. He already hit him with it once. He's got him up. Got him. Jackknife powerbomb for the second time. And look at Justin Michaels distracting the referee as Kevin Nash went for the cover. Justin's earning his money tonight. Arm breaker by Kevin Nash. And the voice, Justin Michaels, keeping the referee distracted. Well, Kevin Nash went for the cover, and the referee never saw it. It has been, Dave. It has been, absolutely. Nice headbutt reversal by Yokozuna. Chop missed, though. And Nash with a reversal. Big knee lift. Nash went for the elbow. Yokozuna ducked. Justin Michaels on the ring apron again, getting the referee's attention. Yoko off the ropes, looking for that leg drop. Drops that gigantic thigh across the throat. Kevin Nash fighting for breath right now.
Can Nash respond?
Justin Michaels out there waiting to get the referee's attention if need be. It's not needed right now. Yokozuna goes for the cover. And Kevin Nash somehow kicks out. Fans on their feet here at the Tokyo Dome. Fantastic match. Nash whipped hard into the corner. Yoko follows him in. Big headbutt to the face once again on that open wound right on the bridge of his nose. Oh, he's going to go for another bonsai drop. This might kill Kevin Nash. Yoko's up on the second rope, bouncing high in the air, crashing down on the chest. Holds the position for the win. And again, the referee stopped counting before Kevin Nash kicked out. Something's going on here. Justin Michaels is beside himself outside the ring. Yokozuna can't believe what's going on. Twice the referee stopped counting before Kevin Nash kicked out. The referee's clearly on the take here. Clearly on the take. Big overhand chop by Yokozuna. The champion can't believe what he's up against. He's up against Nash and the referee. And Nash gets an elbow up, but he misses wildly with the second one. Yoko takes advantage of it. Arm wringer, elbow. Yeah, no kidding, Dave, right? Well, he can take as much as Yokozuna can dish out as long as the referee won't count to 3. Yoko, onside drop again, third one. And Nash has a foot under the rope, so the referee wouldn't count. Zuna goes for the big elbow. Kevin rolled out of the way. And a big knee lift once again. Yoko's down and his foot is under the rope. At least the referee's showing a little bit of fairness here. Nash slams Yoko's head into the canvas, going for the cover. And Yokozuna kicked out just before the count of 3. Best match of the evening so far.
That was just malicious. Insulting.
Nash boots to the face. Drops that Andre patented elbow across the chest. He's trying to climb up to the top rope. Justin trying to get his attention, not working. Nash with a diving elbow right to the chest of the fallen champion. Blood pouring down the nose of Kevin Nash as he tosses Yokozuna up and over out onto the concrete floor. Justin Michaels talking shit to Kevin, trying to protect his man as he's down, trying to get his bearings. There's that steel chair that Justin threw in the ring a few minutes ago.
Take a good look at a real-life Titan, folks.
Yoko catches his breath, gets back in at the count of 3, only to take that big overhand right from Nash. Kevin's bringing him in again. Oh, he's already delivered 2 jackknife power bombs. He's got the big man up again. A third one delivered successfully. Nash goes for the cover. And he gets the win. Wow, Justin Michaels can't believe it. Yokozuna can't believe it. The fix was in here. No question. Wow. Here's your winner, Kevin Nash. And here comes Mr. T. What's he doing out here? By far, Dave. By far, it was indeed a good match, Godspeed. Mr. T coming out. That was Floyd. Wow. Kevin Nash should have been pinned twice by Yokozuna, and the referee would not count to 3. The fix was in, and maybe that's what Mr. T is taking offense to. Maybe he's coming out to tell Kevin Nash he's a cheating bastard. 4.5 stars is your official match rating. And now Kevin Nash is suddenly in that title match at Fall Brawl. It'll be Yokozuna against Hayabusa, and now Kevin Nash in some kind of triple threat match at Fall Brawl. Best match of the evening by far. And I think that's what was going on. I think Mr. T came out and wanted to confront Kevin Nash because the referee clearly was on the take. Twice he should have counted to 3, and he stopped counting long before Kevin Nash. That looked like a Vince Russo match, as Godspeed would say. Main event of the evening is here. It's Dolph Ziggler, the global heavyweight champion, going up against Abdullah the Butcher. Dave says Abdullah's going to get the win. Godspeed says Ziggler will. I say it's going to be Ziggler. Ziggler does not have an opponent at Fall Brawl. So if Abdullah can get a non-title win here, he will secure that open spot. Let's send it down to ringside. This should be a good main event. It's going to be hard to top that last one we just saw, though. but it has potential.
This guy is ready for a fight.
There you go, Floyd. Floyd says Abdullah the Butcher is going to get the win.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sudan, weighing in at 389 pounds, the Butcher.
Abdullah the Butcher, he was the global heavyweight champion until he crossed paths with the show-off. Ziggler took the title from him a couple of weeks ago and beat him in a rematch, I believe, if I remember correctly. And now this match here, Abdullah looking to prove to the board of directors that he deserves another shot at the title at Fall Brawl. He'll have to get a victory here tonight to prove it. Yeah, that's it, Godspeed. Yeah, referee was employed by the NWO. Here comes the show-off. Yeah, right, Dave.
And his opponent from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, the Global Heavyweight Champion, Dolph Ziggler.
I don't know what to make of this guy. He's been walking around backstage for weeks, introducing himself and shaking everybody.
Yeah, I think it was early 90s when DiBiase was buying everything. I think that's when he bought the title from Andre the Giant. I would say early 90s, I think that was.
In 2009, you weren't actually even in the WWE.
Late 80s, early 90s.
That's accurate. This all took place in my imagination. He hasn't been in the WWE for a year, but he's already still on the show every week.
Give credit where credit's due. Dolph Ziggler has a very bright future in WWE.
He's got a bright future here in New Japan as well. There's the bell. The main event is underway. Dolph Ziggler, the global heavyweight champion. Wow. Trying to survive against Abdullah the Butcher. He does not want to put the title on the line against the Butcher at Fall Brawl. He would rather have another opponent. But in order to make that happen, he needs to get a victory here tonight. And Abdullah now with a hammerlock wrist lock. Plenty of pain going along with that. And then a double knees to the small of the back. Abdullah the Butcher absolutely knows how to punish an opponent. And wow. Solid right hand to the face, and the show-off is down. Ziggler trying to steal the show. Dropping an elbow on the knee. Ziggler climbing up to the top rope. The big man getting back to his feet slowly. Ziggler waiting patiently. Should have waited a little longer. Flying cross body. Missed everything. Abdullah the Butcher takes advantage of the miscue. Big kick to the face. Ziggler with the block. Elbow to the face. Overhand chop. And two solid right hands, and Abby's down. Jumping elbow right to the chest, and Ziggler feeling pretty good about himself right now. Looking for the arm breaker, and he hit the mark. Knife edge chop by Ziggler. Another one. He's got Abby by the throat. What's he going to do? Solid shot to the midsection. Ziggler with an overhand chop. Spinning backhand. Ziggler really flailing away right now on the Butcher. And Abdullah gets an elbow up. Springboard. Wow, springboard Superman kick off punch off the second rope. And several kicks to the face. Abdullah the Butcher, he looks pissed. Wow, all of a sudden he just flicked the switch and beat the shit out of Ziggler. But he only gets a 1 count. And Abdullah's pretty happy with the way things are going so far. Yeah, I would agree with that, Dave. Yep. That's a good analogy there, yep. Boot to the midsection. Ziggler. Famouser. Butcher face first into the canvas. DZ going for the cover. And he got him. Wow, so Dolph Ziggler, pretty easy. I wouldn't say easy because Abdullah beat him pretty good, but he won't be facing the Butcher at Fall Brawl. Here's your winner, Dolph
Some match.
Ziggler.
You're absolutely right.
Abdullah the Butcher still in the ring. And here comes Blackjack Mulligan. He's got something to say to Abby.
Arch rivals. Together
These two have been feuding for a while here in Japan.
Building. It is
Toe to toe.
right now in the ring.
Butcher can't feel good. He just lost. He lost his title shot as well. Or a shot at the title. Yeah, I have to agree, Dave. They did hand out a lot of punishment between the two of them, though. 2 stars is your official match rating. Ziggler beat up Abdullah. Abdullah beat up Ziggler. Ziggler beat up Abdullah, hit him with a famouser, and the match was over. So Ziggler still does not have an opponent for the Global Heavyweight Championship at Fall Brawl. So next week's New Japan show, we need to find him an opponent. Abdullah pounded away on Dolph. Godspeed, and then Dolph hit him with a famouser, and that was it. Got the pinfall. Yeah, I know, Floyd, right? Talk about insult to injury. All right, let's take a look at what went down here tonight on New Japan Wrestling. Let me tell you first that tonight's recap is brought to you by Godlike Hosting, offering you premium game hosting with minimal ping, high performance, and improved protection. They specialize in Minecraft and Grand Theft Auto, as well as 28 other games. If you're looking for a new host or a new server, use the link in the description below to get to Godlike Hosting, and you can get yourself a free trial and find out why they have so many 5-star reviews. All right, so tonight, what went down here? Ivan Putski opened up the action, turning his fortunes around with a victory over the Barbarian. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, it was pretty good. Couple of good matches. I would say maybe 3 good matches. Thank you, though. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Nikolai Volkov ended the Repo Man's winning streak. The Warlord victorious over the British Bulldog. There were reports Justin Michaels was seen across the street with Matilda, across the street from the Tokyo Dome, trying to sell her. The Genius, Lanny Poffo, with a hard-fought victory over Brian Blair. That was a fantastic match. I hope we get to see more from those two. The Genius came out victorious in the end. Kane had a good victory over Gorilla Monsoon. That was a definitive win. The Canadian Superstar with an upset, slight upset, over Cowboy Bob Orton. That was a pretty good match. Kevin Nash beat Yokozuna. Man, the fix was in on that one, because Yokozuna had him pinned on 2 different occasions. Rumors that the referee was employed by the NWO. Either way, at Fall Brawl, Yokozuna will now defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Hayabusa and Kevin Nash. More on that to come. And in tonight's main event, Dolph Ziggler turned away the former champion in a non-title match. He beat Abdullah the Butcher and will not face Abdullah at Fall Brawl. All right, so let's bump the calendar up to the next show, which will be AWA action tomorrow night, 6:30 bell time, and we will determine the final 2 matches tomorrow night for Showdown at Shea, which is scheduled for Monday night, 6:30 bell time. 12 exciting matches on tap for Showdown at Shea. That is going to be a lot of fun for sure. I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. I am too. Believe me, there's some good matches there. All right, tonight's action has been brought to you by the WWE Shop, Fanatics.com, Godlike Hosting, and SeatGeek. Don't forget, you can use the exclusive code ScottStevens10 to get $10 off your first order of $250 or more. Right now, you can get tickets for the Rolling Stones, David Gilmour, and Imagine Dragons, as well as several other tours going on right now at SeatGeek. Use the link in the description below for that. My merch store has special going on, 20% off of everything for the next 2 days. Use the store link at the top of the channel to get there. And 39 days away from early access of College Football 25. 39 days. It's June 15th or July 15th. It's going to be 4 p.m. or midnight. Either way, whichever one it is, I'm doing a live stream We're going to do a first look of the game together, check everything out. All right, so let's see. That's it. That's all I got to let you know. So if you saw anything you liked tonight, if you were entertained in any way, had any fun, make sure you drop a like down below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's a good time to do that. Smash that subscribe button. And then once you do that, hit the bell icon right next to it. Turn on all of your notifications so you don't miss out on anything. I have fresh content every single day on the channel, and I go live 5 nights a week. Have a good night yourself. Godspeed. Have a good night, Floyd. I'm glad you had fun, Dave. Thank you for joining. Godspeed. Thank you, Floyd, for joining. Thank you, Dave, for joining. Bonnie was here. I don't think she talked, though. Thank you, Bonnie, for joining. Let's see. Who else was here? Derek was here. Thank you, Derek, for joining. And thank you, everyone else who stopped in along the way. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you have yourself a fantastic evening. Stay safe. Have a good day tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow night, 6:30 bell time, AWA action. Thank you for joining. I'll see you tomorrow.